Again, good afternoon po sa lahat ng participants dito sa webinar na nasa Zoom. I am Maria Amalia Dacumos of Taxpayer Service Programs and Monitoring Division, and I will be discussing about BIR forms to be used in the filing and payment of annual income tax return by self-employed individuals. I know marami kayong mga tanong and we will try to answer as many as we can naman po. Let me suggest po na makinig kayo mabuti kasi maybe during the presentation ay masagot na po ang iba niyong mga tanong. Tulad po ng ano ba ang gagamitin nito sa pag-file? 1701A ba or 1701? Paano ba mag-fill out ng return? At paano ba mag-file ng return? Yan po ang ilan sa mga tanong na aking sasagutin ngayong hapon na ito. So start na po tayo. Let us find out first who are the self-employed individuals. They are the professionals and the sole or single proprietor. So let us identify first who are the professionals. It is a person formally certified by a professional body belonging to a specific profession by virtue of having completed a required examination or course of studies and or practice, whose competence can usually be measured against an established set of standards. It also refers to a person who engages in art or sport for money, as a means of livelihood rather than as a hobby. Tulad po ni Hidelin Diaz, yung pong weightlifter natin, or si Manny Pacquiao yung sa boxing po. Ang examples po ng professionals ay yung mga doctors, lawyers, CPAs, engineers, kasama na rin po yung mga artists, directors, designers, at iba pa. Paki-take note po yung words na practicing or profession. Kasi merong accountant or CPA sa isang company pero employee po yon kahit na siya ay CPA. Parang masabi na siya ay practicing profession, dapat nagtayo siya ng sarili niyang accounting office or pwede rin po na nagtuturo siya ng accounting sa college or university. So ano naman ang ibig sabihin ng sole proprietor or proprietorship? It is the simplest and most common structure chosen to start a business. It is an unincorporated business owned and run by one individual with no distinction between the business and the owner, who is entitled to all profits and are responsible for all the business debts, losses, and liabilities. Ito pong business na ito, ang boss ay ang owner. Simplest form of business po ito kasi if may gustong gawin, di na kailangan ng approval ng ibang tao. Ibang tao na katulad po ng partner or stockholder or investor. Kasi isa lang naman ang may-ari kaya siya ang masusunod. So ano ba ang BIR form or return na gagamitin ng self-employed individuals? We have BIR form number 1701A. The annual income tax return for individuals earning income purely from business or profession. The return is available for downloading in the BIR website. It is also available in the offline eBIR forms package, but not yet in the EFPS. So, sino-sino ba ang users or filers ng 1701A? Ito po ang gagamitin ng individual taxpayer with income only from business or practice of profession na ang piniling method of deduction ay optional standard deduction or OSD. Ito rin po ang gagamitin ng nag-avail ng 8% income tax rate. Next is the BIR form number 1701, which is the annual income tax return for individuals, including the mixed income earner, estates, and trust. The return is also available for downloading in the BIR website and in the offline eBIR forms package, but not yet in EFPS. So please take note po, since BIR forms number 1701A and 1701 are still not yet available in EFPS, EFPS filers shall still use the offline eBIR forms package with latest version of V7.9.3 in the filing of these returns. But once these returns become available in the EFPS, an announcement will be made through a Revenue Memorandum Circular or RMC. Hindi niyo po pwedeng gamitin ang return na nasa EFPS kasi luma po yun at hindi na po updated ang income tax rates ng form na yon. Another reason is wala na po tayong personal at additional exemption. Anyway po, if you will try to log in sa EFPS at ang ilalagay niyong taxable year ay 2022, di naman po tatanggapin sa EFPS. Now, who are the users or filers of BIR form number 1701? Sila po yung individual taxpayers with income only from business, practice of profession, and the method of deduction used is itemized deduction. Individual taxpayers with income from business, practice of profession, and at the same time with compensation income. Ito po yung tinatawag nating mixed income earner. Then the estates and trust. So ipapakita ko po ang comparison kung sino ang filer ng 1701A at ng 1701. Makinig po kayong mabuti para malaman nyo kung ano ba ang gagamitin nyo. Kung ikaw ay pure business income only, 1701A ang gagamitin mo sa pag-file. Kung ang pinili mong income tax rate ay 8%, sure na 1701 ang gagamitin mo. Kung ang method of deduction na pinili mo ay OSD, 1701A rin po ang gagamitin mo. Yung pong sinasabi kong pinili nyo ay yung nung nag-file kayo ng 1701Q for the first quarter. Kung ano po ang pinili nyo doon hanggang mag-file kayo ng annual income tax return, yun na rin po ang pipiliin nyo. So explain ko po further ha. Nag-file kayo ng 1701Q nung first quarter, ang pinili nyo ay 8%. Pag nag-file po kayo ng second quarter, dapat ang pipiliin nyo po ay 8% pa rin hanggang sa third quarter. At ngayon po magpa-file na kayo ng annual income tax return, dapat po 8% pa rin ang pipiliin nyo. Kaya 1701A po ang gagamitin nyo. Doon naman po tayo sa filer ng 1701. 1701 po ang gagamitin nyo kung kayo po ay mixed income earner. Ito po yung empleyado at the same time ay may business. Ito rin po ang gagamitin nyo kung ang pinili nyong income tax rate ay yung graduated income tax rates at ang method of deduction ay itemized deduction. Sa 1701 lang po kasi may space para po sa itemized deductions. Yun po yung lahat ng expenses na kiniklaim natin sa income tax. So, explain po natin further. Kung pure business income ka at 8% income tax rate ang pinili mo, ang gagamitin mong return ay 1701A. Kung pure business income ka, ang pinili mo ay graduated income tax rates. Ang sunod po nating tanong, ano po ang method of deductions na pinili mo? Kung ang pinili mo ay OSD, 1701A pa rin po ang gagamitin. Kung graduated income tax rates ka at ang pinili mo ay itemized deduction, ang gagamitin niyo po ay 1701. Bakit? Kasi katulad po ng sinabi ko kanina, ang itemized deductions po, yung spaces po na ito or fields na ito ay makikita lang sa 1701. Next is the mixed income earner. Kung 8% income tax rate ang pinili mo, 1701 pa rin ang gagamitin mo. Graduated income tax rates naman at ang method of deduction mo ay OSD, 1701 pa rin. Kung ang method of deduction ay itemized deductions, 1701. Bakit po? So kung mapapansin niyo po, dito sa mixed income earner, kahit na anong klase ng income tax rates ang pinili mo or kahit na anong method of deduction pinili mo, ang ipa-file mo ay 1701. Kasi po, sa 1701 lang, merong spaces or fields para po sa compensation income. At pag sinabing mixed income earner, may kasama po kasing compensation income doon. So sana po malinaw itong illustration na to at maalala nyo na ganito po ang gagamitin yung return kung kayo ay ganito. Pwede nyo naman po itong balikan kasi naka-record naman po ito. Next is, alam na natin kung ano ang gagawin natin return sa pag-file ng annual income tax return. Next is how to fill out and file a return. If you are a manual filer, you may use the following. First is the pre-printed return available in the Revenue District offices or the downloadable return sa BIR website or the return in the offline EBIR forms package with latest version of B7.9.3. Manual filers who will use the pre-printed return in the RDO shall fill out all the applicable fields in the return in 3 copies. File and pay, if with tax due, manually through the authorized agent banks or RCOs if there is no AABs. I will not discuss the payment part in detail since it will be discussed by the next speaker. Manual filers who will use naman the downloadable return in the BIR website shall download first the return from the quick links, BIR forms, income tax return section of the BIR website. Then choose BIR form 1701A or 1701. Print the return in the legal or folio size paper in 3 copies. Manually fill out all the applicable fields in the return and file and pay manually to AABs or RCOs. At tulad po ng sinabi ko kanina, ang payment part po ay di-discuss po in detail po ng next speaker. Filers or users naman who will use the offline EBIR forms package must download first the package from the BIR website. A screenshot is provided here para madali niyo pong malocate ito sa homepage ng BIR website. This is what it looks like po. After downloading, extract the file and run it to your computer or laptop. Before installing, make sure that the file will be installed in Drive C. And the file name is EBIR Forms B7.9.3 para di ma-overwrite ang dati yung EBIR Forms package. Click the Install button, then click the Finish button. To open the EBIR Forms, go to Drive C. Look for the EBIR Forms folder, click it, then subfolders or files will appear. Click the BIR logo or the yellow icon to open the EBIR Forms. Upon clicking the BIR logo, profile page of the EBIR Forms will appear. Taxpayer shall create a profile by providing the information needed like the TIN, RDO code, line of business, registered name, registered address, zip code, telephone number, and email address. Ang email address po ay dapat yung active as in ginagamit po ninyo. Kasi dito po isi-send ng BIR ang tax return receipt confirmation. Regarding email address po, personal email address like Yahoo Mail or Google Mail po ang gamitin natin. If you have none, then mag-create po. We suggest na wag niyo pong gamitin ang office email address kasi most of the office email address are with very strict firewall and the email from BIR is blacklisted. If accepted naman, it will be classified as spam mail and will go to spam folder. Para makapag-file kayo online, kailangan tawagin pa ang IT personnel nyo para i-whitelist ang BIR. So para di na po kayo mahirapan, create your new email address, Yahoo man yan or Gmail. Then choose BIR Form 1701A or 1701B 2018, whichever is applicable from the list of BIR forms. Please take note of the B 2018 for 1701 to ensure that you are using the latest version of the return. Then click the Fill Up button. Pop-up message will appear and you will be asked to re-enter the TIN and email address to confirm that the provided information are correct. Enter nyo lang po ang information, then click the Submit button. Upon clicking the Submit button, another pop-up message will appear stating background information saved, updated successfully as profile, then makikita nyo po yung TIN nyo. Ito pong portion na to na nire-enter nyo yung TIN nyo, ito po ay kung bago lang po yung na-enter nyo sa EBAR forms. Kung hindi naman po, wala na po itong portion na to. Click the fill up button again, then pop-up message will appear stating background information, saved, updated successfully as profile, then yun, tin po ninyo makikita nyo. Then click OK. Then BAR Form 1701A or 1701 will be displayed. Depende po kung ano ang pinili nyo sa list of BAR forms. So paano ba mag-accomplish or mag-fill out ng form? Let's explain first BAR Form 1701A. EBAR Forms filers of 1701A shall fill out all the applicable fields in the return, especially items 6, 7, and 19, which are interrelated. Kung single proprietor ang pinili mo sa item 6, ang ATC lang na pwede mong i-mark sa item 7, II012 or II015. So kung ang pinili mo sa item 7 ay II012, automatic sa item 19 ay shaded or marked ang graduated rates. Kung ang pinili mo naman sa item 6 ay professional, ATC code to be clicked ay II017 or II014. So kung ang pinili mo ay II017, which is 8% income tax rate, then automatic shaded or mark ang 8% income tax rate. If you choose graduated income tax rates with OSD as method of deduction, fill out all the applicable fields in Part 4A. If you choose 8% income tax rate, fill out naman all the applicable fields in Part 4B. Accomplish also Part 4C of the form, whether you opted to use 8% income tax rate or graduated rates. In this table is where you will input the payment you made for the first 3 quarters and the BAR form number 237 you received for the first 3 quarters. At yung BAR form 2307 na ni-receive nyo nung 4th quarter, which is ito po yung ipapasok sa annual income tax return. Then, malalaman nyo na kung kayo ba ay may babayaran o wala. EBAR forms filers of 1701 with pure business income and the method of deduction is itemized deduction shall fill out all the applicable fields in the return, especially items 6, 7, and 21, which are interrelated. Kung single proprietor, ang pinili mo sa item 6, ang ATC na pwede mong i-mark sa item 7 ay I012 lang. Then sa item 21, automatic shaded or mark ang graduated rates and then click the itemized deduction as method of deduction. Ang pinili mo naman sa item 6 ay professional. ATC code to be clicked in item 7 is II014 lang. So automatic sa item 21 ay shaded ang graduated rates, then click the itemized deduction as method of deduction. After accomplishing all the applicable fields in return, click the validate button. If there are items which are not yet filled out, a pop-up message will appear stating the unfilled items. Just like the sample here, please indicate birth date of taxpayer on item 10. If with error, an error message will appear. Like the example here, invalid date entry on item 1, year entry cannot be greater than or equal to the current year. But if you filled out all the applicable fields in the return, a validation successful message will appear stating validation successful. If there are changes, click the edit button. To submit the return online, click the Submit Final Copy button after validation. After clicking the Final Copy button, pop-up messages will appear. First is, please ensure that you have internet access and a valid email address is indicated in your tax return. Are you sure you want to submit? If yes, then click OK. After clicking OK, pop-up message to agree for the Terms of Service Agreement, or TOSA, is stating, thank you for using EBR forms. By clicking Agree, you confirm that you have read, understood, and agreed to the TOSA. The full EBR forms TOSA can be accessed here. The TOSA will appear if you click the word here. Click OK if you agree. Then, after a while, another pop-up message will appear stating Submit Successful. A notification will be sent to your email. Then, nakalagay po doon yung email address na ginamit nyo nung nag-file kayo. Please ensure that the said email address is correct. Then, check your inbox, including spam folder in the next few minutes for the email. Print or save the email as evidence of e-filed return. Then may nakalagay pang, please bear with us if with delay in the email sending of confirmation. This happens kasi during deadlines na kung saan sabay-sabay ang nagpa-file kaya may delay sa sagot ng email. Then taxpayer will receive a system-generated email confirmation or tax return receipt confirmation that the BAR received the submitted return to the email address provided in the profile page. If with tax due or payment, print the return in the legal or folio size paper together with the email confirmation in 3 copies and go to the AABs or RCLs to manually pay or pay online through the ePay facility of the BIR. That's the end of my presentation and thank you po. Sana may natutunan kayo.